Welcome to Chapter 8 of Silver and Gold Empathic Networks. I am Tetrianis, and I will be revealing some interesting stories and facts, scientific and spiritual, about the soul today. Let's begin. The soul is vastly misunderstood in the world, to even spiritual people. People view it as scientific blasphemy. It's just how it is. Things that are invisible in the world often go like just pushed aside. It's not going to happen. It's not going to exist in the world as a scientific fact. And then, not but centuries later, they develop a scientific tool for it to detect it and sense it. But not yet for the soul. And it probably won't be for a good couple billion years, in my opinion. Not ever. That's something we won't be able to sense with a machinery piece. But throughout history, we have sensed it with our bodies and our minds. And that might be as it always will be. Cultures have been shifted by it, whether blindly or who knows. But the thing is, this thing that drives us has kept us up at night for centuries and centuries. Is it us? Who we are? Our true form? Or is it something we're blindly chasing after that science can prove wrong? I like to think of it as science can't yet detect. Science has seen many things and unseen things. Take a look at dark matter. It was seen as scientific blasphemy until the day they proved it right. Einstein was thought as a madman until years after he died. Well, on the science side of it, most scientists, probably 99.9%, I can't really say for them, because I'm not them, of course, but I think pretty much 99% of them would say no. By scientific measures, we cannot have a tool yet that measures that. We probably won't for a very, very long time. It's just not in our physical rules, and I'll get down to it. Our world is based on, of course, scientific laws, right? We got birth of the universe, right? It's right here. It's going to expand. Everything is based around that single point, the birth of the universe. Patterns follow around it. Everything's going to have a spiral. Then we got life. It's going to happen. Then we got life wondering about how it happened. And then we got things wondering how it was built in the first place. Automa, like machinery, that hasn't happened yet, though. Artificial thought and synthetic motion. That'll happen someday. It's just science fiction now, but it'll happen someday. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is patterns go about in circles, right? This is how it happens, and they expand each time they go out. And then you have the thought always lingering in the center. It's constantly creating, right? So who's to say, right, that our thoughts, what happens to our thoughts when we die, right? In all science, energy is not disappear, gone. It transfers, right? And our mind, chemically, is controlled by something. And who's to say that's not our metaphysical thoughts? Who's to say that? This is what I think, honestly. I think that our soul is just the operator for our body. Hear me out. I think that our soul is honestly the metaphysical thought pattern that's always sitting inside the vessel. And it's energy. It transfers like a light bulb to another programmer, to another kind of vessel. It's just science and how it always. We have tools like that because we built them. And science is just another tool that we use. And we didn't make it. We found it. Science is something that we don't know where it's going to lead to. And who knows? It might lead right on to where it came from. It might lead to something we don't know what science latched on to. Who's to say it's not latched on to the same thing that made us? That's all I have to say. And yeah, I think the soul is honestly our thoughts, in metaphysical form. Tetrianis out. Peace out, guys.